What's going on, guys? It's me, Scott. You open up the throat to make that noise. It's pretty awesome. Okay, serious video. So the way this works, remember, the channel is now 90% Q&A. You email me, you Facebook me, you tweet me the questions you have. I read them out. In the future, put if you want to stay anonymous or not. Okay, because I'm not sure with all these questions, so I won't say your names. But just give me a username, or I'll just say he or she. Here we go. We have a question from Blank. Hi, my name is Blank. Excuse me. And I'm a huge fan. My question is how to deal with a breakup and depression over a girl. By the way, I also deal with clinical depression and anxiety. Thanks for all you do and all the times you lift my spirit, man. You're the man. No, you're the man. I've been standing in front of this camera for a while, thinking about what to say. And here's what I figured out. Okay. The first thing we have to do to figure out why the breakup's so hard is just think of why a relationship is so powerful. A relationship is powerful because you have two people who never knew each other. And somehow, you end up telling each other the deepest and darkest secrets, investing in that person, giving them the most important thing in the world, which is your time. You give them so much of your time that they finally almost become you. You get bigger. It's you, and then you have this other person. And with a breakup, that's lost. It's almost like a part of you is now missing. My friend, it's a he, it's tough. And I don't want to yell at you, and I want this to be a very empathetic video because I'm with you. Breakups have been the hardest times of my entire life. Breakups are the hardest thing in your entire life. Think about it. You invest so much time in a person. They become your life. And then just like that, they're gone. And you're like, wait a second, what happened? My whole life has changed. I want you to know that you have my sympathy and empathy. Just from my experience, biggest breakup, I was getting off of antidepressants. At the same time, I broke up with my girlfriend that I was dating for about a year. That's difficult. And I just want to give you some simple tips that may help relieve some of your depression and anxiety around the situation. The one thing I learned, my friend, is that time heals all, with breakups especially. Know that a lot of other people are going through the exact same thing you are. A lot of other people have been through this. Think of people going through divorces and other breakups. You're not alone in that struggle, and I'm here with you too. So everyone knows it's hard. Be okay with it being hard. It is supposed to be hard. So imagine your breakup wasn't hard. You'd be like, oh, she meant nothing to me. That was a complete waste of time. If the breakup was easy, you could say the last month, last year with this girl was a complete waste of time. You struggling with the breakup, being heartbroken, means that it meant something. That she or he meant something to you. And that's special, and that's a good thing. So I guess that's all number one. Number two would be, in my personal experience, I tried to do everything to get over this woman. Everything. To the point where I would just think about it more and more. Because she was on my mind so much, I was trying to get her off my mind, so I put her in my mind to get her off. You know what I'm saying? So number two should be, in my experience, don't do too much to get over the breakup. Let time be the healer. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to, have a lazy day where you don't want to do anything. Write things out. Talk it out with someone if you can. Write, the classic technique where you write a letter to your ex-girlfriend, telling her how you feel, but you never send it. Feels good. Feels really good. For number three, my friend, it's funny because in life, think about it for a second. I know I'm speaking quietly. In life, think about your past. You think about your past. You know what is blown up the most when you think about things in the past? The bad times. Why do we focus so much on the bad when we think of our past? There's so much good that happened. 1,000 good things. There's like 3 bad things that happened in your past. Let's say you were abused or, someone passed away. These are big things, but they cover up all of the good. Now let's look at breakups. Breakups. You think of your relationship, even if it was horrible and 1,000 things were bad, with breakups for some reason, you pick out the good. At least in my experience. She was the one, I miss her, she was so great. You pick out the good. I think for number 3, try to think about why it didn't work and why a breakup is a good thing. Because there's usually reasons why breakups happen. You may not be able to see it now, but you will in the future. But if you can pick out some things why the relationship didn't work and why it wouldn't work in the future, that's a great start. Start there. It's not to say that the relationship wasn't great, and I'm sure there were good times. Focus on that too. So you say, yeah, it wasn't a waste of time. I learned this about her. I did this. We did this together. It was fun. It ran its course and now it's done. So I guess number 3 is think of the good and bad. Even make a pro and con list. This is what would happen if I stayed with her. Or this is why I liked her. This is why I didn't like her. Write it all down. So let's go over the 3. Number 1 is time heals all. All right. Number 2 is be heartbroken. Let yourself cry. Let yourself feel the deep emotion of heartbreak and trust in time. And number 3 is think of the bad. Think of why it didn't work. I just want to let you know, I know it's extremely difficult. Not taking this lightly. It is so hard. But believe in me. You will get through it. Just believe in yourself and trust in time. Thanks so much for your question. You got this. Remember that. You got this.